So I got a question. If the Bills beat the Chiefs, what's the sports media gonna say? Because when the Ravens beat the Chiefs, they said it was a fluke, even though the Ravens outscored them 36-28 after spotting them 7 points. So if the Bills beat the Chiefs, well, they've already been saying the defense was bad with the Chiefs, but if the Bills beat the Chiefs, that's two AFC powerhouses having the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. So when the playoffs come around, depending on the record, what's the media gonna say? If the Bills beat the Chiefs, they'll be like, well, we'll see what happens in the postseason. But if the Chiefs beat the Bills, then it's like, oh yeah, these are our Super Bowl. Chiefs are our Super Bowl contender. It's gonna get to the point where a lot of people are now seeing that the Chiefs are a great team, but you can't just go, oh, they're a great team because they won a Super Bowl and Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks, even though Patrick Mahomes has played badly in both Super Bowls. Saved by his defense against the 49ers Super Bowl, but couldn't do a thing against the Buccaneers. You can say, oh, it was Tom Brady, but Tom Brady doesn't play defense. Mahomes can only do so much. And if he has to get fancy with it, it's going to come back to bite him, like that loss against the Ravens and the loss against the Chargers. Had the Eagles been a little bit more competent, the Chiefs could be very well 1-3. Shoot, they should be 0-3, maybe 0-4. But that's not going to happen. But yeah, you gotta put some respect on the Bills and the Ravens, because the Bills are looking great, and if they beat the Chiefs, what's the excuse for the Chiefs? Because they couldn't beat the Ravens, and they were injured to hell, but they were able to run the ball all over them. Now the Bills don't have a decent run game compared to the Ravens, but they still have a decent run game, which is better than the Chiefs. I'm looking forward to how sports media makes excuses, because already they don't want to acknowledge Lamar Jackson and the Ravens when it comes down to the passing game. Their main focus was that last play against the Broncos to tie the record for 100 yards rushing. That was all anyone talked about. Despite the fact that the Broncos keyed in on the Ravens' run, the Ravens still won throwing the football, though. But Lamar Jackson can't throw? Lamar Jackson showed against the Broncos that being a dual threat quarterback is good. Because when teams worry about him running, he throws it over their heads. And when they try to back off, he runs. Only certain teams can slow that down or stop it. But when you key on one, he's going to beat you the other way. Keep an eye on the Bills and the Ravens, man. Keep an eye on them.